This is everything LEGO Fortnite needs in its next few updates. Now, this is an older image that I made, but I did highlight a few dates here that have to do with confirmed downtime for updates when it comes to Fortnite over the next few months. And the first date that I want to talk about is that July 23rd update day. The June 25th update, or v30.30, already happened, and they pushed that date up a little bit early. That way they could start their summer vacation a little bit early. But that July 23rd update, according to the roadmap, means that Klombo is coming to LEGO Fortnite, and that's going to be our next major update. But there is a month-long period of time until we get that update, so I want to break down a few more things that I would like to see before we get Klombo. Now, these are some of my favorite videos to do because the comment section is always on fire when it comes to giving some really good advice to Epic and telling them different things that we need to have added into the game. I respond to every single comment, but like I said before, make sure that you guys pretend like Epic is down in the comment section and give them a few tips and some feedback on things you need to see added into LEGO Fortnite. Now, in the second sentence that Epic added into their original patch notes from last week's update, they mentioned that they heard feedback and they made a change because of it. Now, when it came to that specific update, I'm not sure whose feedback they were listening to, but what I'm hoping is that maybe we could give them a few things that we need to have in the game, and maybe we could see them start to add it, whether that's in the next update with Klombo or in a future update. I truly believe that with enough of the same feedback, we can get some positive changes made to the game. Now, the most feedback that I see online is changes being made to the backpack. That is definitely something that I believe that every single one of us needs. If you guys play this game daily, you know how annoying it is when you go to explore a new biome or a new cave. You didn't bring much, you just brought maybe food and some weapons, but still it always feels like when you want to clear out a cave or even just a section of the cave, you always find way too much and you can't bring it all back to your base. So you're constantly having to drop materials, throw them out, or simply drop them and have to return later on. That is one of the more annoying parts of the game. So I think that there's really two solutions that I have that I think that Epic can put into the game. Now, hear me out on this first one, but I believe that player tiers are something that could be added into the game that would be a lot of fun to grind for. Something like player tier would be similar to the village hub or the old crafting bench, where you would have to level up your player in order to unlock new things in the game. An example of this would be upgrading your player using a few different materials or even turning in some weapons to then be able to unlock a larger inventory spot. Same exact thing can be applied to your quick bar. Minecraft has a ton of quick bar spots, and maybe upgrading your player would be able to unlock even more of them for you. You could also do this as far as granting yourself more basic health. So you start off with 3 hearts, maybe upgrading your once could get up to 4 hearts and then 5 hearts, and continue to gift yourself more hearts or health. Same exact thing can go towards damage, and just leveling up your player overall could help you improve your gameplay. Now, another thing that I believe they could add is sized pouches, and this might be a little bit of an easier addition for Epic, and it does make a little bit more sense because we already have an equipment slot in our game. Something that they could add in is being able to create a small pouch, and maybe that only gives you 2 additional inventory spots, and then you're able to create a medium pouch, and that doubles in size and gives you 4 more inventory spots, and then a large pouch, which could give you 8 additional inventory spots. And you can only have one of these at a time, but it does give you more inventory. I think that this is something they should at least try to add into the game. Outside of just expanding the inventory size in general, I think that adding an inventory spot inside of your equipment slot with a pouch and making us make the decision between having an illuminator charm, having a compass, or having a pouch for new inventory would be an absolutely incredible addition. Now, probably the biggest complaint within the community is the complexity issues, and this is something that Epic desperately needs to fix in their game because I believe that they're losing people every single day due to this issue. And I personally know people that have stopped playing the game because they can't actually build and be as creative as they want. As a competitor, in my opinion, to Minecraft, you need to be able to allow people to build as much as they want. Not to mention that we are playing a LEGO game, and LEGO is all about building. So not being able to build whatever we want, whenever we want, truly is one of the biggest problems and stunting the overall growth of LEGO Fortnite. I know that this is a complaint that everybody has already given to Epic, but I do just want to reinforce the point and let Epic know that every single person in the community absolutely wants this change so that people can make as many villages or as many buildings as they want and make them as large as their creativity takes them. Now, something that I was really happy about on day one of the Star Wars event was it seemed like we were getting a quest line from Captain Bravara, but that quickly came to a change the second that you talked to her. When you spoke to her, she did give you a little bit of a quest line where you're able to choose which side you were on. But unfortunately, that didn't change any part of the game. It didn't matter if you were saying that you were a rebel or you were a friend of hers. Either way, that didn't change the storyline. So because of that, there really was no quest line. When you spoke to her and then you went to that village hub, you were able to do small little quests like killing stormtroopers and doing little things for that village, but that was very short-lived and that quest line died extremely fast. I believe that at least this was a start point for them to show us that they are able to add in different quests into the game, but I do believe that this is something that Epic absolutely needs to continue to work on, because quest lines in this gameplay and giving us kind of a storyline, especially with different villagers in the game, would overall be a ton of fun. We have so many villagers that are currently in the game, and I believe if they were able to work on a really good storyline for us, this would be even more fun for every single one of us to play. I mean, imagine a quest line where it's like Romeo and Juliet with Dana and Triggerfish, but Triggerfish just isn't interested in Dana at all, but she still shows up to his village every single day, has stolen his glider, has stolen his grapple, have stolen multiple charms from him, but still comes by every single day despite him telling her oftentimes just to stop coming to his village. And I'm obviously not speaking from personal experience there. Next up is the pre-world updates. If you guys didn't know, Epic told us very early on that when it came to adding updates into this game, they were going to make sure that they were added into every single pre-existing world. That was obviously extremely short-lived because it only took them until these Storm Wild animals to change that and only add those into the expert mode. And after telling us that they wouldn't do that again, they ended up doing that immediately afterwards in the very next update, and they did that with the Bright Bomber Village. So I believe that while the Bright Bomber Village isn't something that necessarily all expert players need to have in the game, it still is something nice to have to see in the game and gives us at least something to do, even if it only gives us 20 total minutes of gameplay. That same exact thing applies when it comes to the Storm Wild animals. I don't think that they're going to do much in the pre-existing worlds because the Storm Core only really gives a totem of return to people that are inside of their expert worlds. That's the only place that it actually matters in. But when it comes to this stuff, I do think that every single update has to be in every single world, and Epic is truly dropping the ball by not doing that. Now, I know that there's a lot of other changes that Epic can make that I didn't talk about in this video. These were just the ones that I believe are overall most important for the growth of LEGO Fortnite. I think there's a lot of other smaller ones that need to be added into the game as well, such as being able to sleep at night, adding more players into your world, maybe going ahead and adding more creatures, more vehicles, airships, and different things like that that I know that the comment section is going to talk about and definitely recommend to Epic. But overall, I think that everything that I talked about is some of the most important stuff, but I do want to see what you guys say down in the comment section below. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are down below, and as always, guys, this was Crafty, and I'm out. Peace.